Oh man, are you ready for this?
You can feel the calm before the storm as the round begins.
This is gonna be a match to remember. This battle is about to explode. Final KO!
Hello everyone and welcome to Battle for the Den, featuring today Karnov's Revenge. So, sorry for being late, it happens. We got some late check-ins coming in, so we had to figure out stuff. But at least we're here. We're here and we're getting ready to see some Karnov action. We've got 3 players today, so it will be a round robin of first to 3. And I think we will be streaming all matches for good measure. So what's gonna go on? I'm probably gonna do them in order, to be fair, since we only have 3 matches. I'm thinking we might be able to do them in order. So yeah, how are you doing, chat? How are you doing? And maybe not. Maybe because I see that one of our players is busy with another match. So what I'm gonna do is do this match first then. Yeah, hi Glitchin, hi Spinal Blood. But yeah, I think we should all be set up now. Yeah, we're all set up. We're all set up. Sorry for the wait, chat. Wait, the stream title's wrong. Jesus. Yeah, it is wrong. Force of habit. Sorry about that, chat. Should be fixed now. It happens. But yeah, we are going to start today with Spinal Blood versus Vegetalgerien, which we know both of them, obviously, here at Battle for the Den for their prowess in Breaker's Revenge. But I think it will be very interesting to see how they fare on Karnov, which honestly can get a little nuts. I would say that Karnov does get a little more nutty than Breakers overall. So it should be interesting. It will most likely be Mizoguchi versus Samche, in all likelihood. And yeah, we are currently waiting on the match to start. It's always like the thing with Fightcade, you know at this point. We're just kind of waiting for the match to start, and we kind of hope that we do not miss out on it. Kind of the whole thing. There we go. Spectate, we're getting ready. And yeah, as a reminder, do not spectate the stream match on Fightcade, or else it's going to break the stream, most likely. And there we go! Here we go, we start. Already, we've got Spinal Blood trying to zone out Vegetalgerien, but Vegetalgerien is just gonna come in with the shoulder, try an anti-air Spinal Blood. And yeah, with a lot of corner pressure, that's going to be a big thing in Karnov is the corner pressure and also the weak points, as we can see right here, because if you break the weak point, you just get a stun. And yeah, this is a very cruel game. I will say that much. This is a very cruel game. We've seen it before, obviously, on Wolf TV with the Dynamite World Tour, and I invite you to watch this VOD if you haven't, because it's a really good showing of the Karnov level in Europe. But yeah, it is a very cruel game, and you've got to be very careful with your approaches in order to not get hit in the weak point. Fireball battles, Spinal Blood coming in with the chest wall. And yeah, Vegetal Gyrion is going to get that weak point kill. No, Spinal Blood is going to get the weak point kill. What am I saying? And that's Samchai getting a point on the board. Spinal Blood getting a point on the board. And we're going to round 3. I gotta get back into it. Ooh, that's a very early weak point in favor of Vegetal Gyrion, who is now free to completely lock down Spinal Blood in the corner. Spinal Blood is trying to find ways to get out, to space out with the fireball potentially. But that is a good sweep, and I think... No, that doesn't kill just yet, but... Ooh, very good grab from Spinal Blood. Maybe to get some momentum back. But yeah, the Koryusei is going to do it for Vegetal Gyrion, who's going to get the first point on the board. Yeah, we did a Heritage for the Future, and there were a few good players, honestly, during the Heritage for the Future tournament. Ooh, and as I say that, we got the switch to Zazie, and already Vegetal Gyrion found the weak point very early. Spinal Blood trying to find the right spacing. Gets the command dash as well to go through projectiles. But Vegetal Gyrion is just going to stand there and stand his ground. And yeah, we're gonna use the Hellfires here on Spinal Blood's side to try and get in a little bit on Vegetal Gyrion. Getting some good damage. We've got the Chestos very well blocked and punished by Spinal Blood. We're gonna go through the projectile once again with the command dash. Trying to go for the punchy punchies here from Zazie. And just like that, Spinal Blood is going to get a round on the board. And yeah, all of a sudden we've got Vegetal Gyrion back on the top, gets the super move as well. I mean, they're not really supers because you don't have meter, but they're very weird commands. So I kind of call them super nonetheless. Spinal Blood trying to lock down Vegetal Gyrion in the corner. Koryusei to get out from Vegetal Gyrion. And the kicks in order to get the second point. And now, just like that, Spinal Blood is on the back foot. Sticking with the Zazie. We're going to stick with the Zazie until the end. And to be fair, the Zazie was kind of doing work. So I'm not surprised to see the Zazie stay. It's just a matter of trying to go under most of Spinal Blood's pressure, honestly. The command dash helps a lot, but unfortunately that is going to be a stun in favor of Vegetal Gyrion. And yeah, that was an unfortunate command dash punch here that is going to be completely whiffed. And now Vegetal Gyrion is on match point. Spinal Blood. Using the Hellfire. Abusing the Hellfire. To try and keep Spinal Blood in the corner. But unfortunately the situation here is going to be reversed. And just like that, the Chesto are going to be enough. Ooh, that was, I think, barely blocked by Spinal Blood. But yeah, Spinal Blood in a very difficult position right now. Trying to command dash his way in. Gets the Hellfire. Koryusa hits. We're pretty much one touch on both sides here. And the Hellfire is going to be the one to do it on Spinal Blood's side. Saving that match point. But there's still another one coming up. Those matches are getting very close, very fast. Good pile driver here from Spinal Blood. Starting to push back, starting to mount a lead. As Vegetal Giant right now is waiting in the corner. The Hellfire is going to side switch. And now Vegetal Giant is the one on the back foot here. Spinal Blood continuing to space out with the Hellfire, but the stun from Vegetal Giant. Good grab as well, and all of a sudden the situation is completely reversed and Spinal Blood has to be very careful here and gets the sweep. That is going to be 1 point on the board for Spinal Blood, who's now locked in to the Zazie. And it is now up to Vegetal Giant to respond in order to potentially get the win. And yeah, we're going to stick to the Mizoguchi for Vegetal Giant. Very solid character after all, so why not? Spinal Blood trying to make sure to stay in a weird range. We are seeing the weak point of Vegetal Giant blinking right now. Potentially dangerous situation if he gets headshot one more time. Good chest toss, getting blocked. Good Hellfires here from Spinal Blood. Continuing to apply a lot of pressure with those Hellfires. Trying to go for the punchy punches. Vegetal Giant right now, one hit away from dying. Also has the weak point blinking. Not that it matters too much right now in this situation. We also have a weak point blinking on Spinal Blood's side, but Spinal Blood is going to get another round off of that. And immediately, Vegetal Giant going for the chest claw. Trying to space out with the fireball, getting the Oki with the fireball. Good stun here. Gets the super fireball, but unfortunately completely misses it because it just hits behind. And didn't have the right spacing. And now Spinal Blood is installing the corner pressure here. Vegetal Giant seems completely lost as to how to go around the Hellfire. Tries the chest hog. Gets blocked. And we're still very close in health right now. Good command dash through the projectile. But Vegetal Giant is going to be able to respond. Get the punch in. And we're back on a match point situation for Vegetal Giant. It seems like right now Vegetal Giant is starting to see a little bit the Hellfire patterns from Spinal Blood. However, as I say that, Spinal Blood is starting to mount an offense that is getting mixed up between, well, mostly Hellfires, but we've seen a few jump-ins, yeah, just like that. A few more jump-ins coming in. And also trying to mix up Vegetal Giant with the command dash as well. Gets the Hellfire, gets the Hellfire. Vegetal Giant one hit away from dying. Unfortunately, Spinal Blood not able to punish the chest up, but will get the Hellfire a little bit later, and we are going to go into Game 5. And the question is, oh, we're switching to Ray on Vegetalgerian's side. To be fair, Ray is a very solid top tier in this game as well. With a very good fireball, most notably a very fast fireball at that. Got the shoulder tackle as well. And the worm kick as well. But right now it seems like Vegetalgerian right now cannot install the pressure that he wanted to try and install with potentially switching to Ray. And Final Blood is just completely in his element right now. To be fair, when you play Karnov, there's like 2 or 3 matchups you kind of need to know. It's like Ray, Karnov, a little bit of Mizuguchi. Already, if you know these matchups, you're already pretty comfortable. And yeah, just like that, Spinal Blood is going to be on match point right now. Vegetalgerian trying to be very aggressive with those shoulder tackles right here. Those dynamite tackles. But we are seeing, yet again, the weak point blinking on Vegetalgerian's side. And honestly, I feel like he's 1 hit away from dying if that weak point gets hit. Oh, and just like that, that's weak point, that's going to be stunned. And just like that, that is going to be Spinal Blood mounting the reverse 3-0 against Vegetalgerian and winning that first match of the day. Very, very well done. But yeah, very good, very strong showing from Spinal Blood, who's going to be taking the first match in this tournament. Kind of, you know, facing the the French Armada, to be fair, today. But with that, that does mean we are going to be able to move on to our next match. I will keep the ads to after the tournament, I think, for once, chat, because I don't have that many anyways. I'm also trying to use Fightgate today to actually call the matches. And the mentioning sometimes is a little bit unwieldy on Fightgate, I have noted. But yeah, we are going to move on to our next match, which will be Vegetalgerian versus W, whom you may know as one of the TOs at Mixup. And by the way, I was at Mixup obviously last weekend. It was a great experience. Would definitely recommend anyone in Europe coming to Mixup, if only for the retro stuff as well. Because let's be honest, I mostly go because like there's a couple of games I like, and also the retro stuff. Vampire Savior honestly is always amazing to play. But today we are going to be playing Karnov's Revenge. I might actually do a Vampire Savior tournament at some point. But I also know they have their monthlies. Like every 13th of the month, there's a Vampire Savat. A Vampire Savat, technically. And they're having their monthlies, and it's great. But yeah, we're going right into it. Vegetalgerian versus W. W, who is going to be using the Lee, most likely. As Vegetalgerian is locking in the Ray. Just sticking to the Ray. Now this is interesting because I feel like potentially there is some potential for Vegetalgerian to start and maybe show us the full power of Ray. But at the same time, W's lead went pretty far, honestly, during Dynamite World Tour. I don't remember which placement exactly. Should probably have read on it before the tournament. But yeah, he still had a very, very strong showing during Dynamite World Tour. Unfortunately, he is going to get stunned here. Vegetalgerian missing potentially the jump in combo. But W is going to get the stun and get that first round. Very nicely done. Ooh, and that's a very early stun from W. Gets some massive damage off of it as well. And we're locking down Vegetalgerian in the corner as well. The wind kick is going to get us out of there. But the damage is already very much done, and it's going to take a lot of work for Vegetalgerian to actually make it out of this sticky situation. But you know, slowly but surely, we're chipping away at W's health, just like that. Ooh! Up, down, the stun, and we're going to make it back, honestly. Very strong showing from Vegetalgerian, who definitely feels like he's getting more into the Ray rhythm. And once again, a very early stun. Unfortunately, W here is not going to get the full combo off of it. But still gets some very decent round start damage overall. Vegetalgerian getting out of the corner with the wind kick. Gets the dynamite tackle in here. And yeah, both players being very careful. As I say that, we see 3 dynamite tackles from Vegetalgerian coming in. But it feels like right now W doesn't know how to punish exactly. Vegetalgerian's very aggressive approach. But we are going to just lock down Vegetalgerian in that corner, get the chip, and get a first point on the board. And now we're going to move on to game 2. Vegetalgerian hesitating between the Ray and the Mizoguchi. It is going to be the Mizoguchi for game 2. But yeah, W is immediately coming in, locking down Vegetalgerian in the corner. To be fair, that super palm thing that Lee does, it's very good to actually lock down in the corner. Yeah, right now both players eyeing each other up. W is down on health. Unfortunately going to get hit by that fireball. Ooh, that was an interesting Koryusai from Vegetalgerian to get out of here. Ooh, the side switch from W. Getting back the health lead, but no! The Koryusai here from Vegetalgerian is going to finish the job. And we are going to take the advantage in this game too. On Vegetalgerian's side. W coming in the corner, but unfortunately going to side switch here and get stuck himself. Gives the kick to get out. Ooh, and gets stunned here. Unfortunately, he is going to barely avoid the super fireball from Vegetalgerian. The stun times honestly aren't that long, and it feels like Vegetalgerian doesn't know that. Feels like the stun is potentially longer and he could get a bigger punish, but no, you gotta act fast on those stuns in this game. Still, Vegetalgerian is still doing very well, and just like that is going to get a point on the board. But yeah, it definitely feels like Mizoguchi is the character we want to use on Vegetalgerian's side. And we're gonna get Jean! We're gonna get Jean on W's side. Pure charged character, basically the French Guile. But right now our French Guile isn't doing too well, being completely locked in the corner. We are going to side switch finally on W's side, but unfortunately getting hit by the Chestor here. And right now W is trying to zone out, definitely. Yeah, this is a Guile game plan. This is just a straight up Guile game plan right now. From Jean. Like, look, flash kick, sonic boom, flash kick. We're just applying the game plan. It's still very good grab from Vegetalgerian. Trying to charge the super fireball here, but yeah, it's a little bit slow on startup, so probably not the best idea. Good flash kick here from W. We use some sonic booms here. We do have wing point blinking right now on Vegetalgerian's side. Gonna have to be very careful about that. Unfortunately, W here. Unfortunately, not gonna get much out of the flash kick, but there we go. Finally getting the hit on the weak point, and that is going to be one round to W. We're going to go into round 3. And once again, we just apply the game plan. Flash kick, flash kick. I mean, if it works, don't fix what's not broken, you know. Sometimes you just want to be patient and play like that. Flash kick into the side switch. And W right now is in a very good position. Still, has to avoid being chipped by the Chestors. Because those Chestors do a lot of chip damage right now. Trying to go under the fireball, and the flash kick is going to ensure that W gets the second point on the board. So now we're going to go into game 4. I think Vegetalgerian would do good to stick with the Mizoguchi. Because so far we haven't seen the Ray do too much, but I guess we're switching back to Ray. And to be fair, it might... Who knows, maybe it's going to be a matchup thing. As I say that, and W continues to apply the Guile game plan. Like, just like that. And flash kick, the wind kick, yep. It's a pretty good option to have. Ooh, but unfortunately here, W is going to get stunned. Going to get hit for quite a bit of damage. And now he's stuck in the corner. Trying to avoid what Vegetalgerian is throwing at him. The slides in. Like, the slides actually are doing a lot. But just like that, W is going to just get back up and get hit by a stray fireball. And Vegetalgerian is going to take the lead in this game 4. So we're seeing some very good flash kicks from W, especially on those shoulder tackles. Those dynamite tackles. Also, can I just mention that I love Jean's flying eagle move? Kind of. You know, the one where he looks like a ballerina. This one. It's just a funny looking move. I love it. Ooh, and yeah, the shoulder tackle here with the trade is going to go in favor of Visit Algeria, who's going to continue to push W in the corner. And yeah, W right now a bit lost as to what to do. And fortunately for him, that is going to be Visit Algeria getting another point on the board. Finally a working counter pick, honestly, for Visit Algeria. Finally some time to shine with the Ray. Meanwhile, we are going to switch to Zazie on W side. Ooh, that was an interesting interaction, just going on the other side, the side switch. Yeah, Visit Algeria right now is completely in the zone, doing some very good damage, but W is going to counteract, lock down Visit Algeria in the corner. And ooh, good stun. Unfortunately, not gonna get any confirm off of that. W maybe just a little bit iffy right now on the confirms. Maybe stressing out a little bit more than he used to. And yeah, both players right now, one hit situation. 14 seconds on the clock. And we're just gonna dynamite tackle from one side to the other. And Visit Algeria is going to be on match point here, thanks to that dynamite tackle. But yeah, good hellfire here from W to start the round, but unfortunately, right now, Visit Algeria is still in the zone right now. Continuing to zone out the Zazie as much as possible, gets the dynamite tackle as well. This is looking a little bit more tough right now for W. And yeah, we've got a blinking weak point as well. W in the corner, gets the hellfire, gets the side switch, and just like that, into the punchy punchies. We are going to go to the final round of this game. Just like that. W locking down Visit Algeria in the corner with the hellfires. Unfortunately misses the spacing here, and Visit Algeria is gonna be able to win kick. We're gonna continue to zone out with the fireballs, with the dynamite tackles here on Visit Algeria's side, securing a very healthy lead. W attacking right back, going on the offense. On the offensive, gets the unfortunately gets caught in the corner here. And yeah, dynamite tackle into the fireball. That is going to be a 3-2 victory for Visit Algeria in this matchup. But yeah, very nicely done from Visit Algeria and from W. Very solid matches. Overall. And honestly, those are pretty close. The level here is pretty close, honestly, between our players. That being said, in terms of standings, let me refresh for a second. That does mean it's going to make things interesting. Because if W wins over Spinal Blood, we might have a three-way tie. There is a potential for a three-way tie, but obviously if Spinal Blood just takes it, that's going to be game to Spinal Blood. Yeah, just like that, we are going to get to the final match. of the day, which will be Spinal Blood versus W. And yeah, so far this and yeah, they're already starting. I hadn't said anything, but yeah, they're already starting. So hopefully we haven't missed anything. Okay, we're loaded in. And we're gonna see the Ryoko from W. W just having fun switching between all characters right now. Trying to go for the entire roster. Meanwhile, Spinal Blood is going to stick to the Samche. We're going to be stuck in the corner here, though. That's going to be a big thing. And yeah, just so you know, as a reminder, chat, there is a Matcherino for this tournament. By the way, I forgot to tell you. You can type in !Matcherino in the chat in order to contribute to the Matcherino. And right now, Samche managing to get the stun onto W and is going to get that first round. First round. Now going to round 2. W struggling to find any way to advance here. I mean, to be fair, Ryoko is not that good of a character. Which is unfortunately kind of the curse of grapplers in most games. They just struggle to get in, especially when you have a Samche who's just spacing very well. Ooh, very good command. Ooh, very good. We're seeing something from W right now. Yeah, Spinal Blood is just able to pretty much zone out. We have a weak point blinking though on Spinal Blood's side. And yeah, the Tiger Knee in order to secure that first game. Very convincing first game from Spinal Blood overall. Very solid. Very convincing. And yeah, W immediately going back to the lead after that one. Understandable. Honestly. And immediately gets the stun as well. And gets the 2 super fireballs. That's going to be a perfect for W. And yeah, already a very strong start from W. Right now in the second round though, he is going to start and get a little bit more zoned out by Spinal Blood as we've seen in the previous game. But right now what's happening is that W is in complete control of the Lee and gets the full combo as well from the stun. And that is going to be a quick point to W. And all of a sudden this is looking like a very different match. And we're going to see the Zazie switch from Spinal Blood. Spinal Blood trying to kind of zone out W's approach with the punchy punchies. Trying to be a little bit threatening as well from the Hellfires. Ooh, but W getting the stun again and gets the kill. And I feel like right now this is W's win condition is getting the stuns. That's the big thing. And yeah, right now Spinal Blood is still doing some excellent damage to start off that second round. Already pushing W in the corner. And just like that, that is a perfect. Like, my goodness, these players adapt fast. These players adapt fast. Didn't even have time to really watch that round and we're already on to round 3. W coming in. Once again, Spinal Blood trying to be threatening with the punchy punchies as much as possible. Gets hit here by the force palm. And right now it's looking pretty even. Not seeing any weak points blinking either. Good kick. It's going to be pretty close. Spinal Blood applying corner pressure. Blocks perfectly W's approach. And the kick is going to secure that game for Spinal Blood, who's now technically one game away from winning the tournament altogether. And here's Jean. Switching back to Jean for W. And I do think there is merit to the Guile game plan against Zazie, but then again Zazie can go through projectiles with the command dash. So there's that too. And we're already seeing weak point blinking on W. That's gonna be stun. Unfortunately, Spinal Blood does not know the optimal combo to kill here, but it will not matter. That is going to be another Hellfire in the face. And now Spinal Blood is on tournament point. Ooh, good entire Hellfire. W not really knowing what to do here. Trying to flash kick through the Hellfire, but gets hit instead. And we're seeing another weak point blinking from W. The corner combo almost kills W here. And the sweep is going to be enough for Spinal Blood to get the win 3-1 and take the tournament, if my calculations are correct. But yeah, very strong showing from Spinal Blood. Nicely done by W as well. So now let's see where that leaves us in terms of results. I think that's just well, Spinal Blood wins another one for sure, and then that's Vegetalgerien and W in terms of our standings. But yeah, just like that, chat. Just like that, that is going to be another battle for the Den, taken by the local Den champion, Spinal Blood, who once again proves that he's very good at everything he's touching. But yeah, congratulations to Spinal Blood. And of course, thanks to all the players and everyone who came to watch as well. And once again, as a reminder, there was a matcherino for this tournament. Make sure to fill up our 3 top players' fridge by contributing to the matcherino by typing !matcherino in the chat. And yeah, also our next event right now that is planned is the Playing Grounds, our free play session, which will be on the 2nd of May and will be dedicated to Tetris Effect Connected, which is a very fun variant of Tetris, which also happens to be crossplay between PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox and Switch. So if you want to play some Tetris with me, make sure to join me on the 2nd of May at 21:30 CEST. Now, as for Battle for the Den, yes, the next one will be Breaker's Revenge, which will be in 2 weeks. So you'll get the full info very soon, since we are at the end of the month and I need to post the schedule for May. So yeah, make sure to stay tuned for that. Make sure to follow us on our socials, on the Fediverse, on Twitter. Potentially join the Discord as well if you want. And yeah, I think I have commands for all of these. I cannot talk anymore. That is fine. That is completely fine. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Obviously, short stream today, short tournament. Once again, congratulations to Spinal Blood for winning Battle for the Land Season 3, Episode 14. We'll be back in 2 weeks with more Battle for the Land with Breaker's Revenge, as I was saying. And also on the 2nd of May for the playing grounds with Tetris Effect Connected. And with that, I will see you next time!